Foghat, Honey Hush. This is a live solo from 109 to 137. It's a CVT guitar lesson from Monty. And yeah, basically it's Back in the Saddle from Aerosmith. Really cool solo, man. So the tuning on this is standard. There is a wah that kicks in halfway through. I just went ahead and set my amp on auto wah. It's not super dominant, but 109, you're gonna have double dots around this first section, but it's 12D, hammer on to 14. Quick rest to 12G vibrato. And then do, see. And then 12, 14D, quick rest to 12D vibrato. So we have, and then 12 hammer to 14D, 12G twice, half step bend the second one, real slight. To 14D vibrato. That's gonna go, you'll see double dots at the end there, so that's 2 times. 117 is our next timestamp. 12D, slide to 14. I would use finger 3. But the picking for most of this, it's in a tempo that it's a little bit difficult because you can get away with downstroking a lot of this and or alternate picking. If it was a little faster, I would guarantee alternate picking, but for the most part I put what I think's happening on the picking. We're going to slide to 14th fret and then 12, 14G bend, and that's down up. Rest, and then 14, 12, 14 bend. And then he does this. It'll go. You're going to go 12 B and E. I kind of knuckle shift, it's like a bar, and I go down up. So it's 15B, downstroke, pull to 12. It's one of my first little lead riffs I ever learned. 14G, you're going to go down, up, hammer to 15. So, to 12G, 14 pull 12. So it's 14, the short rest there, 14 on the G. 5 times and just gradually bend it till you get to the whole step by the time you get to the 5th hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, pull off to 12. It's a cool little technique. 14, 12, DG. And then 14G, step and a half, bend, release, pull off to 12. So Monty, a step and a half is 3 frets. If you want to check it by ear, go to 17th fret G. And then jump back here, that's where your target note is. So it's, and then 14, 12, G, DG. It's a good little subgroup right there. Sometimes 4 notes, you know. Usually people do whole steps there. He went for that extra. 14G, we're gonna do it 6 times. Whole step bend with a quick rest. It's, or whole steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 123 in. 14G. And then 14G pre-bend whole step. In other words, it's 4 times. And like I said, it's at that speed where you can either downstroke it, which will make it a little more choppy, or alternate pick. It's pretty cool. 14G bend, release, pull off to 12 to 14, 12 DG. We used that a few seconds ago, but it was a step and a half bend. This time it's a step. Quick rest. 125, you hear the wah a lot more dominant, so I'm going to kick the wah in a little more here. It's, ooh, that's too much. Too much. Third finger, 14G, bend. Use your middle to help support that, and then 12BE, down, up. And what I do, this index is barred in a way to where when I'm done with the bend, the string drops onto the tip of my index, so we don't get this. Right? right? It's 9 times. It's a cool little riff. 129, 15 on the high E, bend, hold, release. And then go up, down, 12 EB. So it's 12, 12, 12. All those are vibrato. 131, this is kind of one of the faster riffs in here. And you can alter the fingering, Monty, if you want. I use, sometimes, depending on the riff, I may use my pinky one time, and the next time I may use my third, but I didn't want you to be clueless on that. 15, pull 12 on the B to 14 G. And then we go to the top of page 3, up on 12B. So if we subgroup that, you got 14, pull 12 on the G twice, and you can do downs on the 14s there. So 14 on the D, down up, and then 12G to 14D, pull to 12 twice. And I think it's important, this is my opinion, to take little groups like that, of whether it's 4 notes or 6 notes, and then go over them. It's easier to get used to the rhythmic, the percussiveness of it, the feel, in small chunks rather than looking at the big picture. So, and then 14A, 12D, that's down up. So if you went from the pull-offs, 14A, slide to 12, pull to 10. It's a cool technique because we're achieving 3 notes but only picking 1. So pick, slide, pull, and then go. This is what I'm feeling. Up, down on the 12A, slide to 14, pick the 10. Now you could go down, up if you're feeling that, but twice. 12, 10, 12 on the A, slide to 14, and then 12, 14, DA, and that's up, down. Another subgroup right there. 12 hammer 14 on the D, and then on the G go 12, 14 down, up, and then stay there, go down, up, down, bend. So it's 12, 14, 12 on the G, up, down, up. Pinch harmonic 14G 3 times. And the third one, release, pull off to 12. Here it is slow. 14, 12 on the D and G, pinch harmonic, slow 4-fret bend or 2-step bend. If I can get it. In other words, you're bending the 12 to this. You can go down or up. It's easier to go down for me. And Monty, if you have trouble with the pinch harmonics, don't worry about it. I'd rather you achieve the 2-step bend, which is 4 frets. Land the bends right. The sliding and all that. Pinch harmonics typically take a little longer for people to get. And I can't remember when you were doing lessons on Skype with me if that's something we even talked about. They're icing things, right? So just try to subgroup these in small pieces and go over them in small riffs and then connect them. The picture to the puzzle will get more clear as you move on, all right? Thanks, dude.